Now to the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's death behind bars.
U.S. Attorney General William Barr is vowing to find out how Epstein was able to apparently commit suicide while in a federal prison. Epstein died Saturday in the custody of the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan. He was facing sex trafficking charges.
I was appalled, and indeed the whole department was, and frankly, angry to learn of the MCC's failure to adequately secure this prisoner. We are now learning of serious irregularities at this facility that are deeply concerning and demand a thorough investigation.
Now, the Attorney General says the Epstein case will continue. The victims will get justice, and any co-conspirators should not rest easy. And Mr. Barr didn't reveal specific problems at the jail.
But here is what could have gone wrong. Guards were supposed to check on Epstein every 30 minutes. But according to the New York Times, that did not happen. Guards were working overtime because of staffing shortages. And despite being found with neck wounds a few weeks ago, Epstein was taken off suicide watch, where inmates are under 24-hour observation. CBS 2's urban affairs expert Mark Peters joins us now. Now, you were the head of the Department of Investigation. You were in some cases just like this, looking inside the jails.
Exactly.
Just how unique is this? It certainly sounds like the Attorney General is very upset.
Well, the Attorney General certainly sounds very upset, although one of the things that I've learned in doing these investigations is it's best not to jump to conclusions until you have all the facts. But this is not unique. It's not common, but it's not unique. In fact, DOI a number of years ago actually arrested a correction officer who had failed to do the mandated 30-minute checks and then falsified paperwork to cover up that fact. So this is not the first time something like this has happened in a jail.
What happens now?
Well, right now, investigators are going to have to try to piece together a lot more detail than we already have. For example, there are no cameras inside cells, but there are cameras in the corridors. So you want to look at that to see just how often were COs walking along the corridors. You're going to want to interview the psychiatrist who took him off suicide watch to figure out why that decision was made. So those are some of the early steps you're going to need to take to figure out exactly what went wrong.
All in an atmosphere of people claiming conspiracies, too.
Well, I think we need to be careful to claim conspiracies. Right now, we need to take a pause. We need to let the professional investigators, and there's some very good ones at the Inspector General's office, do a thorough investigation and come back and give us all the real facts.
All right. Mark Peters, thanks very much. And obviously, this story will continue. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.